First you draw a circle, then you dot the eyes, add a great big smile, and presto! It's Kirby! Hey guys, Yuyukirby here with, well, we're finally doing the Kirby game. Yes, we're finally hitting with Kirby's Adventure. Now, this is the second game. Oh, here's the famous Kirby Dreamland. Right or left makes Kirby walk or dash. I don't know why I said that. Press A and Kirby jumps. Slide by pressing both A and down. Press up and Kirby can fly over stuff. Yeah, that's janky. You missed, yeah. The B button makes him inhale enemies. Press down to eat the inhaled enemy. Kirby can then take the enemy's power. Alright, Yoch! Kirby uses the fire attack. Select to drop a special power. Struck. This electrical attack paralyzes enemies. Ice. Freeze an enemy, then toss him. Sword. Kirby is brave when he has a sword. Parasol. Take a nice walk for a short break. There are others, but we'll cover those. The reason why I let that on was basically I didn't press start in time. Anyway, the reason why we're going to be starting off with Kirby's Adventure is the only way I can play Dreamland, which is a Game Boy Advance. I'm gonna say Game Boy Advance, which is a Game Boy game, is through the Dream Collection. And basically, once you start a game, if you turn off the anyway, here's Beam Power, which honestly is kind of better than Fire and Ice. Most because that honestly it has a bit more vertical range. Anyway, the reason why I did that is basically doing this is if I were to start Dream Collection, a game that I've already started playing, basically it would take you to the Wii menu, which is really dumb. And if you take a single hit in this game, you will lose the power up, which really sucks and is incredibly janky. But yes, we're finally covering Kirby today. Covering Kirby. I have actually wanted to do Kirby games for some time on the channel, and so might as well just start with Adventure. The reason why we're doing Adventure over Nightmare in Dreamland, which is a remake, is this version's on the Switch, granted, and honestly, it's basically just a graphical update. I mean, yes, it adds some stuff, but it's like, honestly, I don't get why what. I would rather do this over Return. Dang it. Yes, I am playing this on the Switch version. So yes, I'm lazy. I need to save money because I'm saving for a computer. So LPs would actually start looking better if they don't. Better. God dang it. You have to win lives, but you only have one shot each game, I believe. Like in the next session, we'll do this. We'll show that off. Cannons are unkillable enemies. Same for Gordos. Well, I'm keeping that in. I have no idea how that happened. Oh, we have to start all over. Yeah, we have to start all over. Okay, now I will edit. So see you guys back in level 2. And we're back at level 2. I'm future me probably set this back to when I was doing the mini games, so show if I got 2 lives. But all right, yeah. So that was funny. I never knew that's the first time this happened on the Switch version. Well, on NES Library. It's like, that's really weird. Yeah, so I probably if I let that in, because probably gonna do One World a video, maybe, who knows, depending on how long it'll be. Poppy Bros, they throw bombs at you. I should have held up. Sadly, they don't really exist in this game. Well, if you swallow them, you get Crash. What's Crash? A screening. Excuse me, I apologize for that. There are a few screen nukes in this series. In the later games, Poppy Bros actually give you bomb power, which is one of my all-time favorite Kirby powers. I would say that my favorite powers are for favorite Kirby powers, I would say my favorites are Hammer, Bomb, of course UFO, and Sword. Speaking of Sword, yes, I will be using Sword for whenever I get it. In the earlier games, there is one extra one that I like. Burning. I'll show that one off when we actually acquire it. Just basically because you might think, oh, that's the same as fire, isn't it? Not in the early games. But I always find myself coming back to Kirby when I'm like in a bad mood, because like the games are always cheerfully adorable. Like granted, yes, a lot of them get dark. No, screw it. Yeah, a lot of them get dark later on. Ah, here we go. Fireball. Basically, Kirby becomes a fireball. In the later games that have dash attacks, this is what the fire Kirby's dash attack is. So yeah. And there's also swimming. In the later games, Kirby, instead of splashing water, he becomes a He basically shoots a bubble. I also forgot to mention. Oh, something I did forget. I also like later ice because Kirby's dash becomes him ice skating, which is really adorable. And I missed the prompt. Oh well. But yeah, so basically, this is probably going to be a short series compared to Zelda. Anyway, go in here, we can have a museum, which basically holds enemies. Here you get sword, but I'm happy with burning. So I just kill him. I was dashing, game. I don't know. And we have Mr. Frosty. Frosty's weak to fire. He also wiggles his butt at you when he digs out anything. Swallowing him acquires the freeze, which basically is the which basically just is Ice Kirby, but painted blue instead of pink. Now another change, this Kirby actually becomes Freeze Kirby actually is the dash for ice in later games. Also, here we have Needle, which is another good one. Basically, you just stand center. Jerk! I don't know why I didn't move. I'm not gonna die in the first world, am I? Oh, thank you. Yes, invincibility! Dang it. I can never get this game's timing down. And here we have the boss, but we're probably going to be dying. If I can, yes, take sword and see if I can beat him without dying. I have 7 lives, so it's like, it's fine, but it's like I don't really want to die in the first world. Anyway, starting off in this, we have the first of many encounters with Wispy Woods. He's almost always the boss, and he's easy. Yeah, you know you're a coward, aren't you? Jump to this for the Kirby dance. I like the later versions because he adds a high. We're still plenty good on time, so we're gonna just keep going. Run for the bomb coconuts. Huh? That guy, yeah. Of course, we saw Parasol. Saw it to get another melee weapon, Parasol. It has 2 special features. The first is basically a descent which you can control. The second which we saw before that jerk blasted us with fire. We'll go get another one and I'll show off and I'll explain that. The second comes in the form of an upward shield. Now in later games, Kirby actually does have a guard feature. Those guys suck. You can't swallow them. If you try to, they'll turn bad, and they will explode on you. Enemies that walk in on you will also just die touching your cool umbrella. I think it's like Neapolitan's umbrella in Ruby. Wind sucks in early games. Okay, wind just straight is a bad move in early games. Basically, you can't control yourself. Well, yeah. So it's like it doesn't get good until like the later games. Even then, there's still better moves. If it was a screen nuke, I would be totally fine with that. But it's not. Let's see what this is. Egg catcher. Press the buttons to make Kirby's mouth open. Try to eat eggs, but not bombs. There's the first appearance of DDD. Dang. Yep, we'll be learning more about him later. But he is our bad guy for this game. Because he's stolen the Star Rod. Dream Rod. God dang it. I apologize for that. Dang it, Mario. Why do you have to make things... Anyway, he shattered the special rod for found in the dreams. Because he's a bad guy. So we have to go beat him up. Be careful, because I think Sword and Spark can still hit you in the walls. And swallowing this guy, and it's you, Wheel. And later, this one is more fun in the later games, mostly because you have the ability to jump in the later games. But I mean, it's still a cool power up. I just wish that this version had the ability to run. Jump, not run. And another keychainer, but we'll do 3 and then we'll move on. Oh, what was that for? Yeah, some of the Kirby are kind of just reasonable. You know, so it's not a bad thing that some of them are absolutely not. Yeah, eh. Some blocks I will actually miss. Sword and Hammer are the two abilities. Well, actually, I'm not even 100% if Hammer was available in this game, actually. Basically, those are basically the only power-ups you can use in water. Well, besides the later games' inclusion of Water Kirby. But that's not here or there. Yeah, like I said, that's later games. Oh, that's death. That will lead us to pay. This. Yeah, I think we'll wrap up this world and we'll call it an episode. This. Every few stages, you will have a fight against the mysterious guy in his front, the masked guy and his masked guy's buddies. Some of these guys are fine. The big guys with the chain balls just really are just jerks. And their health bar is basically determined on how many there are. Alright, so we just have this guy left. And blow him away. There we go. You will not get a power up from any of those guys, so don't worry about that. That's why I don't really like the old games having fly B tied to up. It's really annoying to me. Especially when you're trying to go in a door. So we'll... Oh, I did not mean to do that. But now that we actually have that, we can basically have select exit stage, which is good. Dang. I'm still doing these claw games, even these video games, even though I vowed to never play those again after winning one of them for the first time ever in my life yesterday. Yes, I will never play one of those unless the prize is super easy to get. I ended up wasting $90 to get a $20 fake thing. Yes, I am an idiot. Anyway, let's see what the museum holds for this time. Starting now, they'll usually have two. We have never seen laser. So we just have the Death Beam for Dragon Ball. Gotcha. Death Beam! Ooh, pretty. I don't know why that bullet ate my jump, but I saved it. There's other. No, get back here, laser. Hey, we have more than 10. We have double-digit lives. Cool. These are not NES Terminator and go. Oh, gee, no. 6 lives. 6 lives. I've never played that, but I have seen the Angry Video Game Nerds video on it. Holy shit, that is really dumb to have 6 lives. We have not seen what this guy does, but I would rather have distance for what this guy does. This mini boss. There. And what he gives us is another, and I believe the last nuke in this game. Mike. Unlike Crash, there are actually Mike has 3 uses. We go from megaphone to a microphone. Still will never see the other thing because I want that life. You know, I have a 10. It's also to show off the other ability of laser. If it hits a slanted area, it will reflect. Which actually is really cool. In the later games, they actually do some really cool puzzles with this. You know, it's like I wish they would have laser more so they could do puzzles. Or at least make a Kirby puzzle involving laser. You that, Nintendo? Get on that, please. Kirby puzzler using laser. I mean, you guys did a suck only Kirby game, which was okay. Was like. But it really was kind of eh. So, you know, hey, I'd buy that. 4, 5, and the new thing. Excuse me, I apologize for that. I tried to cancel that, but no. Arena. Basically, if you want a different power than what's in the thing, go ahead. You also get a maximum tomato. So if you do it with low on health, and you know the boss perfectly, there you go. You get some health. Now, doing the area ones do not give you invincibility frames. You can still be hit. See what I mean? I'm not going to go back because I don't really like freeze. Again, it's one of the moves that actually gets better in the remake. Oh, time for a wheel puzzle. Now show off another thing the wheel has. Dang it! Oh, come on, I was gearing up. Wheel is completely invincible. If you go in the water, you will automatically lose power. I think even if it's water, it will disappear. So be careful in water. Oh, you get over here. Get over here, you. Brum. Darn you, Bruno Bert. Why do you have to be a jerk? High jump. It's not that impressive. And it's cool because like it makes you feel like you're sure you can things, but it's like it's not really that interesting in my eyes. Okay, gave me power so it was a water deal. Get rid of this, we need high jump. Ready, I want that power up, I want that. That food power, I want some help, please, yeah, please, yeah. There we go. Oh, maximum tomato. Dang it. If you kill a, yeah, basic, I was pressing B game. Yeah, that one I took to show off, hey, that one I did to show off something. If you kill the Poppy Bro on a tomato, you can basically go and do that. You can get will hit if you touch tomato. And we also have the Warp Star. We can go to previous zones. So you're gonna lose the power up anyway. We might as well just take the. Might take the hit. This guy's kind of annoying. Because he will move around randomly. Oh. I don't like the fact that he's random. And it moves randomly. Oh, dang it. Yeah, it's like, yeah. The RNG in his movements are in this boss's movements. Like, yeah. In the early games, we do not have a bios for bosses, so I don't remember what this boss's name is. But yeah, it's like remember how in the first attempt, basically, yeah. Basically, he went to the upper side again, yeah. I don't like his movement patterns. It's like, it's always random. And then later, he'll actually start moving when he has after it's drawn. So be careful. But, you beat him. Take the second piece of the rod. Do your little dance. And enter level 3, butter building. Kirby now. Anyway, that is where we are going to end our first episode of Kirby's Adventure. We got through the first 2 zones, but we still have at least 4 more to go. 4 or 5. I don't remember one off the top of my head. So, I will see you guys next time. Oh, for those wondering, I probably should have done this at the beginning of the video. I apologize. This and Zelda will be going back and forth. So today this uploads will be Tuesday. Tomorrow, Wednesday, will be Zelda. So Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays will be Kirby. Monday, Wednesday, Friday will be Zelda. So, anyway, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.